Heyo, what's going on? It's Jacked. So, Wuthering Waves has been out like a week and a half ish, and it's supposed to be the big gotcha this year, the Genshin killer, and all that. I just want to let you know my opinion on it. I've played it since release. I didn't go into it with like knowledge, so I didn't like watch YouTube videos or watch like beta or anything like that. I just straight up played it on day one. So I'll let you know what I thought about it. Um, we got our beautiful Microsoft Paint review page here. I got good, neutral, bad. I like to go left to right, so let's go ahead and check it out. So number one, the good, obviously, dude, the combat. That's what everyone was hyping it up about, dude. The combat, and it delivers. Like, you got your main DPS, your sub DPS, your healer. Very flashy. A lot of auto attack combat. You could dodge with like your sprint. She has like a good attack where like you see the meter at the bottom. If you time it, you get like a special attack, and I like that. That's like unique. It's like a little like kind of DDR in the middle of the fight. So let's go kill something. Oh yeah, you also have like your echo ability, so you like turn into an enemy, and then you switch back. It's got your alt animations. And you time it, boom, pop it up, fuck them up. These guys are kind of like basic enemies. Sometimes they'll get like a yellow ring where you can parry if you attack. I don't really notice it too much because most of the time, like you just saw, I'm auto-attacking. So in the yellow ring, like the circle goes like closing in. If you attack, you'll parry them. But I really haven't noticed because, like I said, you just auto-attack so much. So the combat is great. So far, I haven't died. I find the combat pretty easy right now. I think people kind of like are overstating how hard it is. But then again, I'm not super far in. I've only died once to like a big boss that I think I was under farmed for. Maybe the later stages will be a lot harder. We'll have to find out, the more we play. But still, the combat's flashy. It'll hit your dopamine. You're good. The combat's great. 100% good. The open world and travel is great. Probably has some of the best traversal in a fucking, just even an open world game in general. It's pretty solid. Trying to find like a cliff to run up. It's time. This will work. So like you have like a grappling hook too that you can use to like, teleport around. If you see a giant cliff, you think you climb up it? Nope. They fucking just run up it, and then they do like backflips and stuff too to go like maybe he'll do it here. No, he didn't do it here. But sometimes they'll like flip around like an object. If like a rock's sticking out, they'll just flip around it so you don't get stuck and have to like crawl around, the whole mountain. So the traversal, they did a really good job. Open world's pretty. I mean, just look at it. Solid. There's also like different zones. Like this is the grass. There's like a desert zone up north. So they got, their unique places. Definitely has like the post-apocalyptic theme going for it. So yeah, that's another victory for the good side there. And then finally, the skip button. Skip button's great. So the skip button is, what it says. When they're talking, you can just stop the yapping completely and just hit the skip button. It's in like the top right here. You just hit skip, boom, they stop talking. Thank God. Because sometimes you don't want to do like side quests. You don't want to hear about little Timmy fucking his dog needs, fucking a ribbon, but we don't have the blue ribbon. You have to go kill the fucking monkeys to get the blue ribbon because they stole it. It's like, no, just skip. Point me to the monkeys. I want to murder stuff. The combat's sick. So skip button is great. It's not in the main quest, which is unfortunate. But all the side quests you can just skip, save. You probably save so much time. Unless you're interested. I really wasn't, which I'll get to that later. Then finally, the devs. The devs killed it. I'm sure they probably hate their lives because they were working, for so long. But Wuthering Waves did have issues when it first launched. There's stuttering issues. Some people couldn't play. Some people couldn't connect. Some people were just crashing nonstop. And the devs put their heart and soul into it, and they fixed it. I personally didn't run into issues. I had like some stuttering. I'm also on a 1080 Ti, which is like 7 years old. But other than that, it was pretty solid for me. But other people did have issues, which I think that's what I'm going to put on neutral too, performance issues. because not everyone got them. Some people were fine, some people couldn't play. So it was kind of in between. But the devs did a good job. They gave you like free 5-star selector, which is how I got, Kajero here. My 5-star. And then they also gave you a bunch of draws. I got fucking draws here, like out the ass. This is just all free to play. Well, I bought the $5 pass, but all these are free to play given to me. So yeah, thank you devs. Appreciate it. And hopefully they keep giving us a bunch of free stuff. Free stuff is always cool. What else we got under neutral? Neutral, this might just be me, but mobs are too bulky. I find mobs they just feel like beat sticks, man. Like sometimes I'll go through like 4 rotations just attacking like one mob or one boss. And this is even with like the trial character. So they give you Jin Yan, who's like the best DPS in the game. And normally in trial characters, they give you like, good items. And like still the bosses were taking, like a solid 2 minutes. And sometimes like even like trash mobs in the open world will take like a minute or two. And it's like, dude, I just want to farm and just kill this trash, and then the bosses, I think, are fine being a little bit bulky because that's what they are. They're bosses, so you got to, like, earn it, dodge some attacks and stuff. But I hate how, like, the open world mobs are just so bulky, man. Maybe I need better gear. That's why I put it under neutral. But I have, like, the set bonuses, so I feel like I'm gearing right, but who knows. And then we're going to go on to the bad. The bad, I mean, straight up, the voice acting in English is terrible. I like to play games in English. I'll listen to Japanese every now and then, like on YouTube. But me personally playing, I like voice acting in English. And it's terrible. The girl characters, except maybe like Chiksha, I think her name is. Chisha, I don't know how to pronounce it. She's like the March 7th with the guns, the redhead. She does a good job. Scar, Jinyan, the Sephiroth guy, Kacharo, he does... The guys kind of do really well, but like Yang Yang and like the main character, like the female rover, they're so flat. They'll be like, wait, where are you going? I will stop you. It's like, can you put anything into it, man? Like any passion at all? It's like they're just there for the paycheck, man. It's really bad. It's probably some of the worst I've heard, like for a recent game and like a game as big as this. I remember back in PS2 days, like all the voice acting was terrible, and it reminds me of that. So yeah, the voice acting's not good. Do not play in English if you can help it. The story is terrible. I'll say it does pick up, but the first like 6 hours, like this is like the story, man. It's like it starts off all the way down here. Like just straight up nosedive, and then Scar shows up, who's like one of the main villains, and it like goes up a little bit, and then like there's like a Scar like mini game where you have to like you're locked in a vault or something. Spoilers, I guess. Sorry, a little bit. Where it's like here, and then like it shoots up again. Where the end of the story, there's like kind of like an Avengers moment where you have like the whole squad and you're all fighting to protect the town, and even people on your team like are fighting with you. Or not on your team, rather, are fighting with you and, like, using their abilities, like, not on your team, which is kind of cool. But, like, these sections where it was, like, so far down, they're really bad. It's just so much yapping. So much yapping. Like, an exposition, it's like, hey, welcome to the town, Rover. We got, this, we got that, we got this, we got that. Oh, here's the scientist lady. She does this. She heals and echoes and blah, blah, blah. They just throw so much shit at you, dude. It's terrible. But if you fight through the first, 5-6 hours, the story picks up. But I give it like a 5, the way it is right now. So yeah, story's not too great. Hopefully it can pick up. Even like Jin Yan's side quest story was kind of like, wasn't great. But hopefully it picks up in, 1.1 or the next patch. I think it set a good premise at the end of the story. Where, shit can hit the fan. So, like I said, wait and see. Character design is the next thing. Character design. I didn't like the character design. I thought it's bland. Here's what I mean. Like, everyone is just wearing black and white, dude. Like, the same black and white. Like, black and white. Okay, she's like the exception. But, like, black and white outfit. You know, I guess another exception. Black and white. Black and blue. Okay. Black and white with a splash of red. Black and white again with a black and white. Like the models, I don't know. The design I don't feel is great. I do like the main character Rover. I think she's one of the better designs, even though she's like in plain black. But like everyone else is just kind of plain. No one really stands out. It's not like Genshin or Honkai where like, you know, you could pick a character out of a crowd. Like if you put like a couple of these guys next to each other, I think like they'd be NPCs, you know. So I think they need to be more like vibrant and like, I don't know what's a good way to put it, like more daring, I guess, to make their design stick out. Maybe that's just the style. I personally do not like it. You know, I like how in Genshin and Honkai they're all very, you know, extravagant and stand out. Oh shit, where were we going? Oh yeah, in bad. What else? Oh yeah, the music. I didn't like the music. Music was kind of like, I mean, you can probably hear it right now. It's just kind of plain. Even like the combat was just kind of like some lame EDM. I feel it was its weakest spot because Honkai and Genshin, like their music's like way up here. They have like a fucking whole orchestra, I think. So it's really good. But yeah, overall, that's my opinion on it. I think that covers, you know, like the main things. I do think it's a good game to play. I think if you like gacha games, you should definitely try it out. I think it's definitely in like an upper echelon. Uh, it has a tough road ahead of it because, you know, Genshin's established. It reminds me of like League of Legends back in the day when League of Legends was like the MOBA, and then other people tried to copy it. Like, here's a New Earth came out, died. Here's the Storm came out, died. But there were some games that came out and did okay. Like Dota 2 came out and did solid, and then what's the other one? Smite came out and did good, but they never reached that Genshin status because, or the League status, because they were so established at the time, and people are so invested in the games that have been previously out that's going to be hard for them to switch to Wuthering Waves. But I don't think it's like a bad game at all. I think that it is solid. You should check it out. But it does have a tough road ahead of it with like Genshin, Honkai, and then Zenless Zone Zero coming out, you know, with all that established, and, you know, people don't want to lose their investment. So tough road. I think if the devs keep doing what they're doing, you know, the game has a bright future. So yeah, just get some new voice actors, god damn it. So overall, I'm going to give this, we give it like a 7.3, 7.4 out of 10. Good game. I don't think it beats Genshin Honkai personally. I think it's got a long way to go, but I think it is a solid game to play on the side. So I'll definitely probably play it, you know, as a third game, with the other two being my main two. But I look forward to it. Like Yinlin banner's coming up, and she is fucking like a top tier waifu, so that'll be great. Let me know what you guys think, and that's all I got. Take it easy.